Beloved community, today is Pride Sunday, a sacred moment in our year when we remember who we are, who we've been, and who we are becoming. It is a time to honor the beautiful, complex, and fierce ways God's image is reflected in every queer, transgender, lesbian, gay, bisexual, non-binary, intersex, and questioning person in this world. Pride is more than a celebration, it is a proclamation. It is resistance, and it is holy. Let's tell the truth here. The world we live in today is not always safe for us. There are those who call our joy sinful, they call our bodies offensive, and they use the pulpit and policies to try to erase us. And still, we rise. Still, we dance. We dance like never before. We kiss, we sing, we march, we pray, we protest, we hold on to each other closely. Not because life has been easy, but because our joy is how we survive. It's more than that, it's how we change the world. And this is the sacred power in queer joy. We see this in the Gospels, in the way Jesus lived and loved. Jesus wasn't afraid to break the rules when they were unjust. He healed on the Sabbath, he dined with outcasts, he lifted up the poor, he spoke truth to power, and perhaps more importantly, Jesus saw people for who they were, not how society defined them, but in the fullness of their God-given identity. In Luke 7, a woman burst into a dinner party at a Pharisee's house, uninvited and unwelcomed. She falls on Jesus' feet, weeping and pouring out perfume onto his feet, and offering love in a way that scandalized the room. The host was shocked, clutched their pearls if they had them, I'm sure. But Jesus looks at her and then says to the crowd, "Do you see this woman? Not, do you see what she has done, or do you see what she represents? Just, do you see her?" That question is for all of us. Do you see them? Do you see the trans youth walking into school with courage? Do you see the drag queen reading stories while protesters are screaming and shouting outside? Do you see the queer elder who came out at 70 years old? My goodness. Claiming a truth they waited a lifetime to live. Do we see each other fully, tenderly, joyfully as God sees us? Because God's love does not have prerequisites like other people's love does. It does not require conformity. It does not erase difference. It celebrates it. That's how we celebrate diversity during Pride Month and during Pride Sunday. When Jesus said, I came that you may have life and have it abundantly, he wasn't talking about life lived in fear or shame. No, my siblings, he was not. He meant a life in its fullness, life drenched in color and song and chosen family and radical love. And that, beloveds, is what queer joy is. It is the full and abundant life. It is the yes to when the world is constantly saying no. It is a loud, shimmering refusal to disappear. It is deeply political, because in the world that thrives on our silence, our joy is disruptive, and it must be disruptive. We've seen this over generations. During the AIDS crisis, when governments turned their backs on us, our community created networks of care, kitchens, and hospices. We turned grief into galvanization. In the face of don't ask, don't tell, we served, we spoke out, and we came out. When laws say our love was illegal, we loved anyways. Deeply loved anyways. When churches said we couldn't be ministers, we built our own congregations like this one. And today, when they try to erase us from textbooks, from bathrooms, from monuments, from legal protections, we respond by refusing to be erased by life itself. From life itself, I'm saying, and we are refusing to be erased. Pride, then, is not a parade detached from purpose. It's not just glitter without grace. It's not glitter without grit. Pride is built on protest. It was born from bricks and boldness, from trans women of color like Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera, who said no more to the harassment and the arrests, and no more to your demand of our invisibility. Pride was and still is a refusal to go quietly. So yes, queer joy is resistance. Not because we ignore the pain, but because we refuse to be defined by it. Our joy is the evidence that healing is happening, my siblings. It is happening. That hope is still alive. That spirit is moving in the world around us. And that the reign of God and justice, of inclusion, of liberation is breaking in even now. So this Pride Saturday, I invite you, let your joy speak out. Let it speak in the way you dance, the way you raise your children, the way you express your gender, the way you worship, the way you express your activism, in your rest, in your relationships, and in your refusal to be anything less than what God made you to be. Because every time we choose joy, real, embodied, unapologetic joy, we are declaring that love is stronger than hate. You are declaring that you are still here and that you are becoming the very revolution the world needs. Thanks be to God for each of you and the gift of queer joy. Thanks be to God for the pride that continues to keep us marching forward. And remember, God thinks you are fabulous. Happy Pride, y'all.